Toledo Christian looking for their first ever regional title and trip to the Final Four. Eagles get off to a good start. Xander Hessen finds Carter Kester. Three-point rattles in. It's a 12-6 lead. But in the second quarter, aided by TC struggles and the free throw line, the T-Birds come back. Carson Parker drives, scores, draws the foul. He had 19. Eagles down 4 at the half. In the third, game remains close. Tyler Chris inside to Hessen. Back out for the triple. Drains it. Eagles down just 3 now. End of the quarter, TC ball down 1. Kalon Butler nearly loses it. Pass inside deflected, but right to Kanye Gaston. Somehow gets the shot to fall. He had 20 points and 11 boards. Fourth quarter, Eagles down 4. Hessen in the high post drives, goes off the glass. Eagles keeping themselves in this game, but the T-Birds trying to put it away. Willie Foster, the acrobatic finish. The sophomore putting LCC ahead by 5, 1 second remaining. T-Birds inbounding up 3. Gatson the steal and the half-court heave, but it's just off the mark. Toledo Christian's season comes to an end, 63-60. Head coach Tyler Boris with a simple message after the game following one of his best seasons with TC.
Just stay together. It's always stay together. Accomplishing the things we accomplished. Our first goal is win a TAC championship. We did that in a really good league. And then a sectional championship and the first team to win a district in 12 or 13 years. That's huge. We climbed the #1 team in the state. Like, those are memories that nobody could ever take away from these guys. And obviously the scoreboard wasn't in our favor, but they're going to remember that the rest of their lives.
Greg Franke and Corey Slovak have more.
We anticipated an outstanding game between two great teams, and we were not disappointed. As Toledo Christian, looking for their 23rd straight win, their first ever trip to state, came up against almost a mirror image team against them in Lima Central Catholic. Toledo Christian really came out like they were going to take control of this game, but Lima Senior really showed their mettle. They turned things around, and then it was just a knockdown, drag out right to the very final second, literally.
Two Division IV heavyweights, both played great at times, both stumbled at times. But when it came down to the last couple of minutes, Lima Central Catholic just made a couple more plays and a couple more free throws than TC did. Yeah, they stumbled, and that was usually because they were forced to it by two very scrappy teams. I think that the difference for Lima Central Catholic, as they had, as you hear, a tremendous roar as they are awarded their championship title. But they had that extra gear that they could go to, stealing, getting points in transition, making great athletic plays. But Toledo Christian, with their steadiness, especially from some of their what you call utility players who are just outstanding, almost did everything necessary to counteract that. Yeah, the Thunderbirds starting 5, you could take up against anybody, doesn't matter what division. And Toledo Christian was right there with them the entire time. When it came down to the end, though, a couple of great defensive plays by Tyler Chris. TC couldn't finish on the offensive end, but at the very end, they made that one last gasp heave and almost pulled it out. Kanye Gasson had 18 and 10 on the game despite playing almost a full fourth quarter with 4 fouls. He intercepted a pass, threw it up. It would have tied the game and forced overtime from half court. For a fleeting moment, fans were hopeful it might go, but it did not. And outstanding season and then some for Toledo Christian. Ends against Lima Central Catholic here in the regional final, 63-60.